building the initial electrical circuit, you can ask the students questions such as, what do you think we could do to make the light bulb brighter? How could we light 2 bulbs? So in building that circuit, you could add batteries, you're going to add bulbs, and the kids will see if you add 2 batteries to a single bulb, the bulb will burn brighter. Now, don't go with a single bulb. 2 batteries is the most you want to do. If you add more than that, you will short circuit and blow your bulb. So with a single bulb, 2 batteries, if you try to light 2 or 3 bulbs, you can then add more than 2 batteries. But I think the max is, if you have 3 bulbs, I think we've used 4 batteries, and that's the most that this could handle. So then, of course, there's lots of ways you can bring in the electromagnet, but talk about and one of my homework assignments for kids is to go home and find magnets in their home, because most kids don't realize that there are magnets in your refrigerator. There are magnets in cabinet doors. There are magnets to keep other appliances closed. So there are magnets in strange places. And actually, there are electromagnets and things you wouldn't believe, including a hairdryer. So the electromagnet, when I introduce this, I'm going to ask students to know, I'm going to ask them what they remember about magnets, and if they could talk about any really strong magnets they've ever seen. Some of them may think of the junkyard, the car, picking up the car. Excellent example of an electromagnet. So that will bring you to building your own electromagnet. So in your supplies that you are getting, you will have, this is, and I know you can't see it very well on the video, but this is magnet wire. Magnet wire is either copper or aluminum, and it is coated with an enamel. This is the wire that you need to create an electromagnet, the best, because it's, I can't even talk at this point. So, but this is the wire you need to build your electromagnet. The thing with this wire is you can't strip it easily with wire strippers. I have done it, but it's going to take longer. The easiest way to strip your ends for electromagnet wire is to burn it. So to set this up for your students, you are going to have to pre-cut the wire and burn the enamel off the ends to make your connections. It's often, we struggled with this one just because it's hard to tell if you've gotten all the enamel off, but of course if you hook it to the battery and then you're not getting a magnetic force, then you might need to recheck and make sure you've gotten all the enamel off the ends of your wire. So when I do this with my students, I teach them how to make the electromagnet, and we start with 10 loops. The galvanized steel spike that you are getting, the wire tends to slip, so easy solution, a rubber band. It'll keep the wire nice and tight and keep it from sliding down the spike. So this one, I have already, there are already 20 loops, but I start with 10. And I show the kids how to build it, and we start with 10. And then, of course, we test it. And we connect one battery. And even though I have 2 here, I'm just going to connect to the one. Maybe. There we go. And so, of course, you're going to test. You're going to do 10 coils, connect with one battery. How many paper clips can you pick up? You could also, these are tiny washers, so you could also use washers to see. Okay, see some. So does this appear to be stronger than our ring magnet? No. So then you're going to ask the students, well, what do you think we could do to make it stronger? And there you should suggest ideas such as adding another battery, adding another battery, which I did here, or adding more coils. after discussing it, you can divide the groups, give each group a different task. Some, they could try, this is 20 coils, they could try more, 30, 40, 50, you could have more coils, and you could have another group add more batteries to see which increases the strength of the electromagnet. I will also share with you some great video clips that show electromagnets at work, that some are so powerful they can split cans in half. Always, the kids love it. So I will share those video links with you as well. But this is how to build an electromagnet. And again, let the kids design, come up with their own questions and design the plan for testing it, and then sharing the results.